Cardano, works on the extended UTXO model, and so the um, so all those NFTs sit in a UTXO, and so if you send, let's say you bought a few packs of AdaCards and you bought another NFT and another NFT and another, so you had several NFTs in your wallet. Each one of those, each pack of AdaCards and each one of the other NFTs you might have bought individually are sitting in a UTXO. So if you go to send one, AdaCard, and let's say you sent three AdaCards. Well, if they're not all in the same UTXO, then those all get combined. So now you have an input of three UTXOs that each have five AdaCards, an output that has three AdaCards that's leaving your wallet, and then another output that's coming back to your wallet that has 12 AdaCards in it. So those all got combined. So we've seen some people that had a lot of AdaCards and a lot of other NFTs and moved them between wallets, and so they all got combined to where every transaction now has like 200 NFTs involved in the transaction because there's no small inputs anymore, or, small UTXOs to go into it. If you're trying to send one NFT, you've got to have a 200 NFT input, then a one NFT output, and a 199 NFT output, and those can make transactions that are too big for the wallets to handle. So it's actually kind of a complicated calculation that the wallets have to make to determine the UTXO distribution. There's a minimum number of UTXOs on the Cardano blockchain. So let's see, there's like 31 billion total ADA, right? And the minimum UTXO size is 1. So that gives you your max number of UTXOs. Well, with the addition of all these tokens and stuff, they've made it to where, because it's a little bit more complicated than just the number of ADA, but they've made it to where you have this calculation that's based on how big, the data is on the chain, basically how big the name of the NFT is, and that determines how much ADA has to actually be with that NFT to keep there from being too many UTXOs, to keep the chain from the current ledger state from getting too big. So if you have, the minimum ADA with an NFT, so you have like 1.5 ADA with this NFT and 1.5 with this one, you had 20 of them, okay? And then you tried to send 20 ADA out of your wallet. Well, what it would do is it would say, okay, I got to get 20 ADA out of all these, so I'm going to combine all these UTXOs with NFTs and try to get the minimum that I need for like 20 NFTs. So that would be like, 5 ADA or something, and then send the 20 ADA out. And so you could have them all sitting there in your wallet, all in individual UTXOs, but then you go try to, pull out some ADA or whatever, and the wallet has to collapse them all down. So, anyways, that's a little bit of a tangent, but it's kind of related to how the UTXO size stuff that we had to run into with NFTs. But we're also seeing that now with wallets, and we have a lot of people. Even myself, I have a Trezor, and they had a limit on the transaction size, and I got a bunch of my NFTs actually stuck on my Trezor that I can't send. There's supposed to be a firmware update. Maybe it already happened, I don't know, but haven't checked in a little bit, but that increases that size. But that's what happened, like those kinds of things. So that's just something to keep in mind. Until the wallets get smarter, it's going to be a little difficult, and so I would suggest keeping some ADA only UTXOs in your wallet if you're trying to send ADA, and if you're sending NFTs back and forth, sending one at a time can help reduce them being all combined.